Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Susan. Welcome to and Shut Up.
Where are you? Shh, because we can't shut up.
And hopefully I said better this time because I heard some feedback that last time it sounded like I was saying shit instead of shh.
So, okay, Susan wanted
Sorry.
to make sure what shit would sound like versus what shh sounds like.
You just wanted to clarify that for everyone so it's really clear of what I'm saying. But guys, it's July and that means that it's Sarah's birth month,
Yes, it is.
which is crazy.
Only 20 more days.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And because she is turning 22, I wanted to share two fun facts about Sarah.
And I'm really afraid what Susan's gonna choose.
So my first fun fact that I wanted to share about Sarah
Hmm.
is she's the first person I've ever met who is afraid of bananas.
Susan, this is very early in the podcast to be exposing my secrets.
And
But
the
okay,
sec
it's
okay,
true. It's
don't
true.
worry, the second one's better. I just had to throw that one in there.
Yeah,
But the
whatever.
the second thing that I wanted to share, fun fact, is that Sarah is not only an excellent talking communicator, but she is just a great communicator in general. And I will say, when I became friends with Sarah, I learned that I needed to become a better communicator in order to like reciprocate her friendship to me because she's such a good communicator.
That's a crazy thing to say because I think I really struggle to express my feelings, but I'm gonna
Well,
take that as quite the
I feel like
compliment.
I feel like you express your feelings through like always like texting people, checking in. Like you're very good at like staying in contact people even when you're not like physically with them.
Okay, yeah, I'd accept. That's probably
Yeah.
true.
And I
Okay,
think
thank
that's
you.
like an awesome trait. And yeah. Anyways.
Just you guys wait for Susan's birthday. I'll have some good ones,
Oh no.
but we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Anyway, should we
Anyways.
get on to our next thing? Our three,
Yes.
Susan and I want to share three favorite things.
Yes. Do you want to share your three favorite things of
Do
this
we want to
week?
all? Yeah, I can share my three. Well,
Okay.
I think I have two.
Okay.
No. I do have three. I do have three. I forgot. I came up with my final one in the shower 20 minutes ago.
Okay, good.
Um, anyway, okay, so my first one, as some of you might know, I'm kind of a mascara girl. I
It's true.
love my mascara. I've tried a trillion mascaras. I'm not loyal to one. Anyway, my current favorite is the L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal. There's
Oh.
Classic L'Oreal Paradise, which is great, and I did use that one for many years, but I've moved on to the Big Deal one. It does cost one more dollar, but I love it. I don't wear waterproof mascara because I feel like it pulls my eyelashes out and I can't lose my eyelashes. That would make me
No,
cry.
that would be
So
like you wouldn't be you without your
I would
eyelashes.
thank you, Susan. That's honestly a compliment. But anyway, but it doesn't like move when you go swimming. I mean, if you touch your eyes,
Oh.
it probably does. I mean, it doesn't look great when you get out of the pool, but it doesn't like you don't have raccoon eyes. Second is Fresca. Not that I haven't always loved Fresca, but I've been having quite the Fresca phase. And then third, this is more like an experience that I tried yesterday. Post workout, I decided I needed bagel. Like I needed a bagel.
Mm.
Like need. So
Okay.
I decided instead of just getting in my car and going and driving to the grocery store, I was like, oh, I should go on a little walk. So I walked to the store, got a bagel, and then ate my bagel on the way home, and it was honestly incredible. So that's also it's gonna become a routine, I think.
I love that. What type of bagel did you get?
Well, frankly, I really wanted cinnamon raisin, but the options were all three forms of cheese bagel. So I chose
Mm.
jalapeno cheddar
Oh
because I
wait,
do
that's
love a jalapeno.
yeah, that's a good bagel choice.
Thank you. I loved it. Anyway, your
Yeah.
turn.
Okay. So my first favorite thing, if Catherine's listening, well, actually, I exposed myself this morning that I'm using her brush, but because my my first favorite thing is the Glow Beauty brush that has the metal bristles because I've forever been like why would I pay that much money for a brush? Like it doesn't make that much of a difference. And I don't know if it actually makes a difference in my hair, but it feels really nice on the
And now I
scalp.
really want to try it after Susan told me about it earlier this week.
And so I haven't decided yet if it's like worth it for me to get my own for when I like leave in a
Birthday.
month. And I should ask for it for my birthday.
That's
But
only a few months away.
that's only a few months away. No, but yeah, I've been loving a metal bristle brush.
Okay, love.
Number two is Guava Monster.
We knew this.
We did know this. Currently though, there's just White Monster in this cup because this morning I went to go find the guava monster case that my mom has purchased for me and my dad. And my dad has moved it. Like it's not in his
He's
office.
hiding it from you?
I think he's
That's
hiding it
criminal.
from
Kip, literally
no,
get out. This
no,
is
because
Susan's.
no, because there was a case of White Monster and Guava Monster like stacked right next to his office, and then he's had like some just like White Monster in his office, and I can't find those two cases anywhere.
He's hiding them
And
from you.
no, I actually think
Because
he
he hates
is.
you.
No, because we had this conversation the other day. He's like, "Why are you drinking all my mon?" And I was like, "Because you created a monster, Dad." Anyways,
It's his fault. He
it's
literally started this.
he did. He started this 2 years ago in Turkey when every time we went on land, he would buy a different monster flavor. And every time he would open one, I'd be like, let me try this flavor. And that is the point that he created a monster. So
Now you're
I
making me want a ruby monster. You know the red ruby
those
one
ones are
that I
so
love? It's my
good.
favorite.
Those ones are really good.
What
Anyways,
is it? Yeah,
just
ultra red ruby, not the point, but
yeah, but they're so good.
so good.
Anyways, so that's my second favorite thing. And my third th favorite thing, I've been like going back and forth on what my third favorite thing is like lately, but I think I'm just gonna stay paddleboarding.
Oh,
I went again
paddleboarding's
this
so
morning with
fun.
my mom at 5 and it was like so peaceful on the river. And we saw
Throwback to
otters.
the one time you
Did
and
you
I tried paddleboarding together. That's a
rest
story for another day,
rest
but
in peace, Croc? No, but we saw
R.I.P.
otters. Have you ever seen an otter? I
Otters?
didn't know
In the
otters.
wild?
Yeah,
No,
in
I've only
Arizona.
seen otters at the zoo.
I didn't know otters existed in the wild in Arizona. Like what?
I did
That's
not know that either.
it's kind of crazy.
That
So
is kind of crazy.
yeah, but those are my favorite things right now, I guess.
Love. Okay, should we
Yeah,
jump into our hot takes?
I
Today,
think we
guys, we're
should.
doing an episode. We had some of you guys submitted some hot takes for us, and Susan and I are opinionated individuals. So we
Yeah.
decided we would discuss what you guys sent in to us.
And
Do you want
if
to
you
pick
do,
yours first?
sure. And if you don't
Okay.
like opinions, then this
This
is
is
not the
clearly not
place
the
for you.
podcast for you.
This is not the podcast for you. And because I'm a respecter of opinions, but if you have hater energy, take that away.
Agree.
Okay.
I guess I have strong opinions unless it's picking what to do or what to eat, in which case I don't want to do it.
We
But
struggle.
anyway, we really
Anyways.
struggled. Anyway, Susan, pick your hot take first.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start on the bottom of the list, and it is I genuinely think Crocs are ugly. That's the hot take. And we're both Croc owners.
I've owned many pair of Crocs, and I
Yeah,
love are Crocs ugly? I mean, I won't say no,
I won't say no.
but they serve such a purpose, and honestly, in the right moment, Crocs are the shoe.
I agree. I no, like that's literally it. I'm a Croc lover. I have a
Especially
pair.
clearly, this person has never seen Light Up Lightning McQueen
Mhm.
Crocs because that would change their opinion, and I
That
feel
would change
confident.
their opinion. I will also say I have a black pair of Crocs that are my concert shoes.
Oh,
Best
that's
concert.
smart.
Yeah, best concert shoes. When I got stung by a bee last month, the only shoe my swollen foot fit into was my Croc. So they have their
Right.
purpose.
They have their purpose.
I let me say this. I think the I guess like most on trend ugly shoe of the moment, in my opinion, is I dislike Hey Dudes. I don't like Hey Dudes, but I think they're uglier than Crocs, which that's maybe I'm just used to Crocs more, but
I might
I'm
have to think on that. I don't know how I feel on that opinion,
I'm
honestly.
I'm a Hey Dude hater. But
Yeah, I can agree with. I'll just agree because I don't
but
have. I guess I don't have a strong opinion.
and that's okay. But also here's another thing. I wear things I can like clearly I can put something on my body and say this is ugly,
Oh, I wear lots of things I
but I'm
know are
still gonna wear
ugly.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. So Crocs are not ugly. This person is wrong.
Yeah, clearly.
Except they are ugly, but they're
They are
not.
yeah. They
They're
have a
ugly with a purpose, and I think that they're sometimes so ugly that it is cute.
I
And I'll say
agree.
that.
It's like a grout fit.
I love a grout fit.
Yeah.
Okay, should we move on to the next
Yeah,
one?
choose yours.
Okay, I'm just gonna choose a random one from the list. Eyes closed. Okay,
Uh-oh.
cold showers hit. And I have to say, I did just take a cold shower. I'm normally I love a shower that will scorch me, leave me with burns, please. Okay, that's a little extreme, but I have gotten heat rashes from the shower.
Yeah.
But I haven't done that in a while. But a cold shower, low key, like after you just finish a workout and you need to like stop sweating quickly, a cold shower
Mhm.
will do that and it feels great. And if it's hot outside, even better.
Even better. I will say there's a time and place for a cold shower. There's a time and place for a body scorching shower.
I would say 97% of my showers are body scorching, but I love a cold shower sometimes. And I'm realizing right now I left the shower set to really cold, so I'm probably gonna need to change that for my roommates
Oh,
because that's criminal.
that's maybe
You
a
know, when
little
you turn on the
criminal.
shower to heat it up and then it will
Yeah.
never get warm because it's set to cold. So I'm gonna add that to my to-do list
That
as
might
soon
need
as we're
that
done
might need to be
here.
added to the to-do list. Yeah, I think like I don't know. I don't think that's a very hot take, that cold shower set. I think that's like yeah, every
Yeah,
once in a while. I can see
yeah,
that.
agree.
Okay. The next one I'm gonna do is Phoenix is not a city.
That's just not true. Isn't it the fifth biggest city in the country?
I think it is. But okay, as
No,
someone
I'm not. Let me take it back. Not
okay,
I think it is. I know that that's a fact. Phoenix is
yes.
the fifth biggest city in the country, so it is a
Yes.
city.
No, so it is a city. But I also feel like Phoenix in a way is also just a concept. You know what I mean? It's like,
That's fair.
especially from people not from Phoenix. Like even 2 hours away in Tucson, when people would ask where I'm from, like if I said Mesa, like no one gets it, which is weird to me, but there's like a lot of out-of-state people. So it's just like I'm like, oh, I'm from Phoenix. And then it's like everything here is Phoenix. It's like Chandler, Tempe,
It's all
Phoenix,
Phoenix.
Scottsdale, Mesa,
If there's
Gilbert.
anything to
Like
do in Arizona that's not just like the outdoors, it's in Phoenix.
it's in Phoenix, but like all those places are just Phoenix. Like it's like a
Yeah.
concept. I don't
Yes.
know.
Well, it's the Phoenix metropolitan area.
That's true. But everyone just says, I don't know. I mean, people do
Phoenix.
that all the time, but I do see where like
I
you
see
can
where
get,
she's coming from.
but also Phoenix is like low-key a fake city in the sense of like there's like
What's in
so
Phoenix proper?
what is in Phoenix proper?
I
Like
don't
sure
know.
there's like I there's like the base I think the baseball stadium is I think Chase Field's in Phoenix proper, but it's
Is
like
that where the Diamondbacks play?
yeah. But I'm like
Okay.
it's but like State Farm Stadium is not in Phoenix proper.
Yeah.
The Suns I think play in Phoenix proper. I think that stadium is in Phoenix proper.
Suns are yeah, basketball. I
But
know this.
like
I'm just quizzing myself.
but
Okay.
I feel
Anyway.
like even when people I don't know, maybe I just only interact with like college age people, but I'm like I feel like when people go out, they're not going out downtown in Phoenix, they're going out in Scottsdale or Tempe.
Yeah. I think
So
I agree.
So maybe it is a fake place and like
So
no,
maybe
like
Phoenix is just a concept.
maybe it is.
So it's not a city. Okay. Yeah. I guess I agree.
I don't know.
Wait, did you choose that or did I
I
choose
I
that?
I chose that.
Okay. Should I do my same tactic where I close my eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. Graveyards are a waste of space and we need to find a better way to honor people. Um,
What are
I
you know my thoughts on this? Do you?
well, I don't know if I do. Here's what I'll say on this. There's much better ways to honor people. I would definitely agree. As I mean, some people know that I have some quite
Oh,
extensive funeral plans.
she
I
does.
can't
It's
reveal them all. Lots of them are secrets
they're
because I
very
need there to be
secret.
an element of
When
surprise.
you show up at Sarah's funeral, there is going to be so much
Be
like it
prepared for
it's like
a
it's like
literal party.
it's like pretend you're like going to the first show of the Eras tour where like it's not been spoiled for you on social media. You have no idea. It's like this like three, you know it's long, like technically it's a concert, but you don't know what's going down. That's Sarah's funeral.
Yes, I'm gonna say now, probably be prepared for a bounce cancel castle, probably be prepared for some unhinged food choices, probably maybe even a crazy outfit, but
An
I won't say more on that. Though I guess this
open
person
casket?
oh, certainly open casket. But in back to this actual hot take talking about graveyards, because it wasn't really talking about funerals, I just took my own creative liberties. Um, but graveyards as someone who is neighbors with a graveyard,
Oh my gosh.
when you jump on the trampoline in my backyard and you just see a funeral happening.
We went into Sarah's backyard, we're like, let's jump on the trampoline. We had I don't know if you knew, but I
I
had
guess
no
I
idea.
did know in I looked at the map, so I knew in concept there was like a
The
cemetery
fence,
behind me,
the
but
fence is too short.
I didn't really realize that it's a cemetery behind me.
We're jumping. There's kids at like a grave with like their mom, and they're like, "Look at
Yeah.
those people on the trampoline," and we're like,
Oh.
"Ugh."
Okay, you place your flowers in peace and I'll jump on my trampoline in my backyard in peace. But here's the thing. Well, yeah, graveyards are kind of a waste of space, but it does like kind of force there to be a pretty green area in cities, and that might be a terrible thing to say, but I love that there's like my freaking graveyard behind me has trees
Your
and
graveyard.
I do like the graveyard, honestly. But it has trees and grass, and that's kind of pretty, but yeah, there's definitely got to be a better way to honor people.
I do think it, okay, for pro graveyard, I do think it's really nice that there's like a space where you can go and like honor that person who's died and like somewhere you can
Yeah,
go to
that's
like
a good
grieve.
point.
I think it's like maybe good for grieving people to have like a space to go to feel like they can connect to whoever's died and like for like Day of the Dead, like going to the
Yeah,
graveyard
that's
is really
true.
important. They're talking about that in Peru for us,
That's
like
true.
about how going
I
there is
think I just
important.
make everything into a joke. So
But
it's hard for me to like be like, "Oh yeah,
yeah.
serious grieving."
But also, like for me personally, going to a graveyard does nothing for me. Like, I don't
Agree.
know. I'm
Well, I
also
haven't
so,
really had people die.
but I'm pro cremation.
I think that I'm pro cremation post my open casket because if I'm burned, no one can see my sexy bod. Okay, that was a joke. That was a straight up joke. I should have said that.
No, but
I'm
that's
sorry, that
real.
was terrible.
No,
Um,
that's
and dead
real.
people never look great, so that was really a terrible thing. Okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna
No,
cut that out, but I'm not going to. The people need to
no,
hear my
I do
opinion.
kind of feel like dead people could look hot. Like you could, depending on how you die, you could look hot in that casket. And you know
Well,
what?
well, if your
I
funeral's
will
like next day,
I will make sure of it, Sarah, that you
well,
will
I'm
look.
outliving everyone.
Oh, well, then
I decided.
who's gonna be at this party?
Well, oh freak. Gosh dang it.
Who's
I don't
gonna
know.
well,
Well, we're
you
Army
can't
of
outlive
Children, Susan.
you can't outlive Paige though, because she has the
Well,
plans.
I'll have to. Oh, yeah, it's true. Paige has all the plans. So I might have to start sharing these plans with a couple more people as I get a little older.
Or like
But if
with
I
your future
die, soup,
children.
yeah, my future children, like one of them,
Okay.
because
Only one
I
gets to know.
can't have them all know.
Or what you do is you write them down, only your
Or
lawyer
into
knows
a
them. Yeah,
will
I was about
and
to say
only,
only
yeah.
your lawyer knows them. You die, they get an envelope of detailed instructions on how to party
It'd
plan
be
your
like
funeral.
Knives Out, but like a
But like
party
a
plan.
party.
I love to plan a party. So what is our final take? Are graveyards a
Oh,
waste of space?
I think that okay, here's my final thought. I
Yeah,
think that if you, as like the family of the deceased, are not going to benefit from a place to visit, then it's a waste of money to like buy the plot, buy the casket, just
that's
cremate,
true. Headstones
whatever.
are super expensive. True. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just really expensive and it doesn't seem like if like the living aren't gonna benefit from it, then the dead don't care.
The dead certainly don't care.
But if you think that if like if you're like part of a family that that's would help you grieve, I think it's good.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I
Okay,
don't know.
choose your next hot take.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna choose this one because I'm excited to talk about this.
Okay. Oh, I know which one you're gonna pick.
I'm excited to talk about this one, and I think you have good things to say too. But this one is that all women are slightly gay.
And I'm very, very in favor that this is a correct statement.
Yes, we. I think
I have
we.
many reasons, but you can start.
Oh no, I'm so pro this statement. Um, well, and I was talking to someone about this, and she was saying she thinks like maybe the psychology, she's a psych major. That's like what
Okay,
she's saying.
psych major.
And she was saying that like she thinks it's because like women, it's like more socially acceptable for like women to be in very close platonic relationships.
Yeah,
Like
I had this
that,
discussion with the person who submitted this
yeah.
as
But
well.
like so like that's like way more normalized for girls than for boys. Um,
True.
and so like
But also think about the fact that you're watching two people walk down the street, man,
yeah,
woman, next to each other. Who's gonna be better looking?
the girl.
Yes, and I'm straight, and I 100%
Yeah,
like I would say maybe not 100, 95% of the time, that man's gonna have to be real, real hot if
really
he's gonna beat out
attractive.
that girl.
Yeah.
And if he's really hot, I really hope he has a really hot girl with him.
Yeah. But yeah, but so then the girl would still
She still wins.
she still
So I just think
wins.
I'm still like slightly attracted to women.
Well, I'm like I can like I think
I
women are
can
hot.
appreciate a woman. I hate a
Yeah.
boob,
I was about
but
to
I
say
can.
boobs do nothing for me.
Nothing for me, but I can admire when someone's boobs look good.
Me too. Sarah
No,
likes to
you're
call.
good at that.
Yeah, I feel like I am good at that. I love to
Susan
compliment a I love to
loves to
compliment
compliment
a
a
boob.
tit.
Yeah. I like when tits look good. What can I say? But and your tits look good a lot of the time.
You're so kind to me.
But you like to say that you think boobs are just fat sacks.
I do
But
like to say
which they
boobs are
are.
fat sacks, which they
They
literally
are. So like
are.
that's fine. But no,
I mean, I
I'm like
guess they should in theory be
I think
functional.
like sometimes though I hate that I'm attracted to men. And I so
Well, yeah,
but like that's the
because
problem.
men are terrible a little bit.
Yeah. I had this guy um the other night I was with these random people
When
and
you were playing pickleball?
yeah,
Okay.
this one kid, I think his name was Josh, but I don't remember. But anyways, he
LOL.
guys are really bad with names, okay? And this was also my first time meeting him. And he was saying that he thinks that it's like girls like girly things as well. So it's like
Yeah.
so it's like guys don't really like girly things, but they like girls, but girls like girly things. So I don't know, maybe it's
Well,
like easier to like girls.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if that like logic
Girls
actually
are just
makes
better,
girls are
actually.
just better. Oh, this is the okay. Sarah and I also thought this was funny, but
Okay.
we both saw this. I saw it on TikTok, Sarah saw it on Instagram. And but I saw this girl make a video and she said
Well,
that
are you talking about being attracted to blondes?
yeah, if you're attracted to blondes or if you're in a relationship with a blonde man, you're basically a lesbian. And
Yeah. Well, I haven't been going for blondes in a while.
yeah, that's right. That's true.
I've taken quite a break from blondes.
We you needed that break.
Yeah, I did. It's like a multi-year break at this point. I
Yeah,
don't even know
and
the last date with a blonde I went on. That's a
you
lie.
know
I
what?
actually do. It was not that long ago. Anyway, that's not the point.
That's not, I know that too. Okay, but that's not the point. But the point is, I think that statement kind of holds true.
I think it's correct.
I
Sorry.
think it's
That was a side quest, but
no, I forgot about that.
LOL.
LOL. But basically, all women are slightly gay, and if you're dating a blonde man, you're a lesbian.
Duh.
Duh.
I don't think that needs any more explanation. Next one.
Nope. Yeah. Choose, choose,
Um,
choose.
wait, we only have a couple left. This is good. We're actually not gonna go super overtime today.
Look at
Okay.
us.
We shouldn't be tipping on anything $5 or less, especially not if it's at the counter, and I 100% agree with this.
Hit the no tip
No tip.
button.
Hit a no
Boom.
tip, I'll sign that bad boy with my
Yeah.
ugliest signature I can come up with.
If
No
you're
tip.
not giving me real service,
All you like, literally, you're walking back there and putting soda in my freaking cup, which I
also,
could do if you just gave me the soda machine.
no,
I'm not tipping you for that.
also like I don't I saw one girl make a video and she was like, if you can't afford to
Or
tip
to
on
tip, then you can't
something,
afford to
to
be
buy it.
participating.
Yeah, and I'm like, girl, like all I want is swig or
Yeah, literally, I just need a bev, okay?
like I
As
just
I do have three bevs on my desk here, I will be honest. So,
I like that for you.
anyway,
No, but
I
like
fully agree.
all I want is this one item. And you didn't do anything for me except take my order and give me attitude behind the counter.
No, exactly. I'm like, if you're providing me service, so I'm at a restaurant and it's not like yeah, you actually did something for me, then yes, I will tip.
Yeah.
If you're like my tour guide, I'll tip. Yes, you did things
Hmm.
for me. If you earned a tip, then I'll give you a tip. If you're minorly bitchy behind the counter, I'm like, I don't make tips at the pharmacy and I deal with bitchy people all day. I hope I'm
No,
allowed to say that. But
no, I think you are. It's like sometimes it's like that's your job.
that's just your job. So I fully agree, no tipping if it's under $5 and especially if it's at the counter.
Yeah, I will say I I tipped the girl who cut my hair, but I kind of like I don't super regret it, but like part of me minorly does because I was like, oh wow, she did a really good job because she took 3 hours to put layers in my hair.
She did take an eternity on your
But at the
hair.
same time, so I'm like, wow, she did a good job. She took her time. But taking 3 hours made me also get a parking ticket. So I'm like, man,
RIP the parking ticket.
RIP. But it's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Any other thoughts on that one?
No, I feel good.
Okay. Okay, this one is interesting. Because I was there on Thursday, but it says
Oh.
Cane's is not good and people just like it because it's popular, but fries excluded. And I will say, so when I went on Thursday, the only thing I ate was fries because like that's like the only thing I'm not allergic to at Cane's.
And I'm
But
vegetarian.
yeah, so it's not really our place. I will say
But you wanted to go to Cane's
I
when you were
was I
here.
was about to say that. I will say when I was in Salt Lake, I made Sarah drive me to the Post Malone
Post Malone.
Canes in Salt Lake City. I was like, I actually think I must go here. And I was taking pictures. I was like, this is pink. Like I was like,
Well,
this
we
is
do love pink and we like Post
we
Malone,
love
so that
pink.
made sense.
Yeah. And
But
I will say I also did eat
you
full.
indulged in
I
your
I did
allergies.
eat. I indulged. I ate the toast and I ate the chicken. And I will say though, in my opinion, this take said like fries excluded, but
I don't think their fries are
I
groundbreaking.
don't think like I had them on Thursday and I was like, this is just not a groundbreaking fry. Like this is not. I'd rather have Sonic fries than Cane's fries.
Oh, I don't know the last time I had a Sonic fry, so I don't know if I can
I
compare.
had some with Sid the other day, and honestly, I'd rather have a Sonic fry or really any other fry. They're just like normal fries to me, and I don't
They're
know.
crinkle cut, right?
Yeah, and that's not my
Which makes it
favorite.
I think it makes it minorly better because the shape
Oh,
is fun, but they're I don't think they're
yeah.
I love a shape.
But if I'm going to Cane's and
Yes.
and not with like random people, and when I want to actually eat something I'm allergic to, but if I'm going to Cane's, the one thing I want is the toast. And maybe
I,
that's
I
just
had
because
a bite of your toast, right, when we went.
yeah. Yeah. You liked it.
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe I just like bread. That is true.
Oh,
That's a
that
fact.
is
We
good.
know I just like bread. And sometimes, like, when you don't eat bread a lot, like when you can't eat bread a lot, it's like when you do eat it, it's like even better.
I agree. As someone who just doesn't eat that much bread, it's special anytime I do have it.
Yeah. And
Which
like,
is apparently why I woke up needing bagel yesterday morning.
I'm pro you needing a bagel.
Thank you.
Bagel.
So I guess ultimately, I think I'm the wrong person to make this judgment, but people do really hype up Canes, and I
I
don't know
did.
if it totally deserves that.
I think it's overhyped. I did like the Canes, the Post Malone Canes. I don't think I ever need to go back,
No,
but I thought it was really cool. And
it was kind of fun
I
and
also
so
just,
pink.
it was so pink. And they had some of his concert outfits. And I just like Post Malone. I just like pink. But
And his truck out front, that was cool.
yes, that was so cool too. So basically, I think this is accurate, except I don't think that like you sh should exclude fries from the take because I also think that the fries are just not as good and people just like it because it's popular.
Yeah, I agree. Okay,
Yeah,
we only have one more left, right?
that's I think so, yeah.
Okay, should I read it?
Yeah, you should.
Okay, specific for Europe, no for PDA unless it's in a dark club.
I'd have to agree with that. I'm not a PDA.
Europeans do some crazy PDA too. I
Yeah.
remember one time, I'm gonna tell this. It's a quick story, I
No,
promise.
please
When I was
tell.
in Spain, I was literally just doing my homework in the middle of like the square. I don't know, me and my friends were just like out at the park, basically doing our homework on the ground. This couple is literally the girl is like he's holding her there, she's like up in there, they're walking around and they are like tongue connected, like their mouths
That's
are one, and
yeah.
they're walking around this freaking square. I was like, first off, the coordination, frankly, I'm impressed. Like, I don't know
That
if I'm
yeah.
capable of that. Should practice. Wait, well, actually, I don't.
Mm.
That's a no, I shouldn't. That's a terrible idea. Um, I don't think I could do that, but it's outland. The PDA in Europe is outlandish.
Yeah. And
But in a
I'm
dark
just
club, yeah, go
And
ahead.
I'm
That's
just
what they're
like,
for.
well, I was just gonna say, like, I'm like not a PDA person. I don't appreciate big, like, you can hold hands, you can like, I don't know, that's fine. But I'm not like huge on PDA in general.
And I agree.
So yeah, I agree. But also, if you're in a dark club, do whatever you want.
That's literally what they're
Like,
for.
also like anyone else who's in the dark club with you, like knows they're in a dark club. So it's like their
Yeah.
fault. It's their fault for being there. You know, if
I
I'm just
mean,
in the,
maybe not like excessive, but like a little, I mean, yeah, make out in a dark club. That's literally what it's for, pretty
yeah.
much. And dancing.
Sorry, I accidentally dropped my headphones. But
That's
no,
okay.
I did hear what you said though. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Just not a PDA girl, not like excessive stuff. But now that we don't have any more left, unless you had, did you have something else to say on that?
No.
Okay. Now that we don't have any more left, do you have any hot takes that have come to your mind about that are just like your personal hot takes?
I know that I have hot takes.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I say things that are people are like, that's just wrong.
Oh, that
But
happens to me a lot too.
but I literally can't think of anything right now. I came up with something the other day and then I forgot. So what about
Well,
you?
I don't know if this isn't really a hot take, but more of like something I think we should do. They've been saying, you've heard
Oh,
this, but
bring back critical thinking?
yeah, bring back critical thinking
I
2025.
full 1 million bajillion percent.
And
Yeah.
like I think okay, I heard the funniest conversation on campus like before school ended. I was walking past the Global Center and because I had a class in McClellan Park, and there's two girls out there talking, and one girl goes, "Oh my gosh, you use ChatGPT to write your essays and you score so much higher than me." She's like, "You're so good at using chat. You need to teach me how." And I was like,
Girl,
why
it's
are you,
not that hard.
it's not that hard. I'm also like, why are you paying for an education? Like, it's okay to,
Yeah.
I'm a Googler. It's okay to
Well,
not
yes, use your resources.
use your resources for sure. But also like, I mean, and that's not even, that's like school wise. I'm also talking like life wise.
I'm
We need,
talking, can we bring that back for this whole entire country?
oh
Not
my
to get
gosh.
overly political, but
Like, I
just
just
with the
think,
4th of July on the mind, we really need some critical thinking and really some better decision making.
yeah, I just am a pro critical thinker, and it just pains me when I see someone who I'm like, you're so smart. Use your brain,
You could be so smart, but
please.
you choose to not use your brain. And you look
Yeah.
stupid, you're acting stupid. Yeah,
And it's
I
okay
fully
to be
agree.
stupid because I'm
Oh, for sure.
stupid, you know?
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like common sense, like
But
where did that go?
where did common sense go? I just sometimes, and sometimes I don't have common sense, but it's like when it's a recurring theme, that's when it's like,
Yep.
we've lost the plot.
Yep.
But that's my thing. And we
Agree.
we we knew that was my
And
thing.
I agree on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I have some like I think greens powders are
Oh,
bullshit, that
we
type of
do.
stuff.
Oh my gosh. Talk to us about greens powders, guys. We have some
Literally get us started. We
opinions.
we can go off. I just my I'll just quickly my opinion is I think people glamorize these really expensive powders that frankly you should be getting your nutrients from food. You're paying a lot of money to pee out a lot of
To pee
vitamins.
out a lot of vitamins.
Like thank you
And I'm not
kidneys for doing their job, but
I'm not
like
anti-vitamins all the time. Like sometimes you can be deficient in
no,
things,
there's
and
things you
that's okay.
need.
But like I think majority of people are just paying $80 for a greens powder that's not actually helping them.
It's doing I if it's makes you feel better, power in a placebo, whatever. Like
Yeah.
I'm pro people doing whatever makes them feel better, frankly. Well,
Yeah.
not maybe not whatever,
Mm,
but like without they're not harming anyone.
yes.
I just think people don't well, it's kind of goes into critical thinking. I think people don't know enough about what they choose, and so then they're just like these people are on the internet are promoting this and they look a certain way, so therefore if I consume that, I will also look a certain way or I'll also feel a certain way, which frankly you won't.
Well, and
So
like that's like one of my favorite thing. Well, sometimes one of my favorite things to talk about is how like all of like food, like all of ag like a lot of agriculture and like the consumer side of agriculture and like supplements and like diet and like anything you consume, like it's all marketing. And
super.
it's like there are so many things that are a better option for you, and like that's not incorrect. Like there are. better things for you, whatever. But there's like some marketing tactics that I'm just like, okay, what? Like the opposite of what you're saying like doesn't exist, or I don't know. Just like I saw a bottle of vitamins and it was like a, what was it? It was an amino acid and it's a really random amino acid. And it like had the confirmation on it, on the bottle. And
What do you like?
like the stereochemistry
I was gonna say like
confirmation.
the structure,
Yeah. And like it
which
had,
most people don't know enough about
which
that
like
that that means
people,
anything.
and
Like
yeah,
for I
and
have a biochem degree, so sure, I can do something with that. But like
but like
most people
most
really
people can't.
can't.
And so
And
someone,
I'm an OChem fan, but that's
yeah,
just
you are.
me.
So someone someone mentioned it to me. They're like, "Oh, I saw this and it's like in this form, so it's better." And I like really
Nope.
I remembered it because we had just learned about like this specific amino acid in biochem like a few weeks
Yeah.
before, and they're like, "Yeah, it like rarely exists in basically the other conformation, this specific one." And I was like, "Okay, so like I I'm like, you don't have to." I don't know. I was just like that. I don't.
Yeah, people just it looks sciencey, and so then people I think trust it's marketing. Anyway,
It's
I think
marketing.
so basically,
So
yeah, that's my
basically, we
opinion on
think
that.
greens powders are a scam. Are you deep bloated because you're drinking a greens powder, or did you just drink a lot of water when you woke up because you had to drink the water to take the greens powder because greens
I
powders
think
are
you,
yucky?
I think you drank some water.
But if
But
it helps,
that's just me.
if it helps you, then more power to you. You can spend your money on whatever you want to spend your money on.
Exactly. And I'll spend my money on different things, and
And
that's
I'll
okay.
spend my money on Monster. You can buy greens powder, I'll buy Monster. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Sorry.
Yes. I don't know why that was really funny. Anyway, anything else we need to discuss? Or we'll
No,
see everyone in 2 weeks.
we'll see everyone in 2 weeks. And I love you all. Remember to speak your mind.
We always do.
We always do. And I'm pro opinions,
Love an
anti
opinion.
anti-hater aura. That's one of my favorite things. I've been loving the word aura.
You love the internet.
I do like the internet.
I know, I agree. I just feel like I
But
see aura on the internet a lot. Like, not even right
yeah.
now, but like a couple weeks ago.
Mm,
Anyway,
maybe that's where I got it.
I think it probably
I think
is.
it probably is. I think I'm just chronically online. You guys being unemployed is bad for me. Anyways.
Okay. We love you all. We'll
Okay.
talk to you later.
Bye.